be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Namaste. A very good afternoon to all of you. Our Honorable Principal Shri Dr. Nagar Sir, today's chief guest, Dr. Pawan Dwivedi Sir, and dear friends. Today, in this very pleasing occasion of our Shri Dhirendra Bhai Mehta Postgraduate Center of English Study Circle, I, Aditi Dave, heartily welcome you. Before starting the program, I would like to give a brief introduction of our today's guest, Dr. Pawan Dwivedi Sir. He is currently working as Deputy Registrar at Parul University. He is an interfaith spiritual leader, corporate trainer, speaker, career facilitator, and self-help guru. He had invested 21 years in teaching, learning, and administration. He has been instrumental to help more than 9,000 students to get employment in industries in India as well as abroad. He had addressed more than 7 lakh students across the border, India and abroad, on career and employability skills. He is awarded by Government of India and various national and international organizations. So now you all know that we all are fortunate to have Dr. Pawan Dwivedi sir as our today's chief guest and expert. So thank you so much sir for your precious time. Now in the beginning of our session, I will call Miss Rajal Piprotar for the report of the previous study circle. Miss Rajal Piprotar.
Yes, thank you, Aditi. Namaste to all of you. I, Rajal Piprotar, here to give a report of our previous study circle. Our previous study circle was held on 6th of August 2021. There we had a wonderful session that was speech, speech given by expert Dr. Harin Majitia ma'am. We began the session with Lord's Prayer, which enchanted by the students. Vote of thanks done by Miss Parul Shukla. Such an awesome, wonderful speech we hear. Then that session ends with 10 commandments. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Parul. So now, without further ado, let's have a wonderful session with our speaker, Dr. Pawan Dwivedi sir. Please, sir.
ओम मेघानाद घटा घटा घट घटा घाटा घटा घूंघटा मंडूकैश्य बको बको बक बको बाको बको बको विद्युत ज्योति चकीमकी चकमकी चाकीमकी दृश्यते इत्थम नंद किशोर गोप वनिता वाचस्पति पातु my respected and honorable Gurudev Dr. Anupam Nagar sir, respected all the faculty members. It's my great fortune that I'm addressing and interacting with the faculty members, those who are currently serving in the school and institutions which is connected to our Rashtrapita Mahatma Gandhi. Well, the topic of the day, which is मेरी आवाज आप सब लोगों तक पहुंच रही है?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, so before I begin the entire introduction, I would like to ask a couple of questions. On the basis of that, I'll take this entire discussion further. When we are talking about language and literature, do we really require English language in India? How many of you do agree that we really need English language as far as in the development of India as a nation is concerned? You can open your mic and say yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. And how many of you do believe that it's not required? No one. Perfectly fine. So when we are talking about language and literature, one important aspect do come to us, and that is studying and knowing only British history or Canadian and American history is essential to be a student of literature and language, or studying about Indian ancient literatures and Vedic literatures is also the part of study of English language and literature. How many of you believe that those who are connected to English language and literature should read only literature, books, novels, and rest of the works of British, American, Australian, or Canadian origin? Let me ask a question other way around. How many do believe that though we are student of English language and literature, but we should study equally Indian Vedic literature as well?
Yes, sir.
Yes, one person agreeing that we should study our Vedic literature as well. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
Do we think that we should go for a comparative study between the romantic novels written by William Wordsworth and various other authors versus Kalidas?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So, if we see the current situation, you'll find that due to nationalism, the way nationalism is spreading across the India and entire length and width, the demand is changing very rapidly. And being student of English language and literature, we have to understand very well how can we take our learning as well as teaching as per the trend, demand, desire, and expectation of the youth. Currently, if you see, a lot of Indians, those who resides in US or Canada and other nations, they're also getting inclined day by day on Indian ancient literatures, language, and our work. How many of you agree to me that slowly and gradually, majority of the people, they are inclining as well as tending towards Indian Vedic knowledge? So I'm coming to the main topic which I'm given and which we are supposed to discuss. As per the new education policy NEP 2020, if you see now, government is asking slowly and gradually that if students are interested to pursue engineering, management, and various other professional degree in Gujarati, in Hindi, and other languages, we should allow them to study in Gujarati and Hindi and other vernacular languages as well. Government has allowed 10 plus languages in which we can teach professional courses. So till date, we were teaching majority of professional courses in English, and due to that, we had a huge demand those who are good at English. But now, if we are going to teach these all professional courses in future in our mother tongue and native language and vernacular languages, in that case, what is the future of English language? Yes, so now house is open for discussion. Anyone would comment on it?
Yes, sir. For primary level, is it okay to go our mother tongue and all? But if we see, if we compare our country with other countries, and if we go in the other countries, so English is required.
Okay, so this is one. Yes, anyone else would like to say something on it? Yes, very good point, Siraj, that if we want to be global power and we want to travel across the world, we need to learn English. That is one of the important point. But someone else would like to say something else and would like to add some point here. If you're comfortable in Gujarati and Hindi, you can, don't worry.
Yes, as
Yes.
Sir Aditi says, we need English for global competence.
Right. So now the argument is so essential. More than 5% students, those who used to take admission in the university, used to withdraw their admission from the university just because of the English medium teaching. I hope you are getting my point now. If you want to take 100% people, or if you want to take a larger proportion to the make them skilled manpower, we had to allow people to go in local language as well as state level language as well as vernacular languages as per the teaching is concerned. Now here, we as an English teacher, we as a student of English literature has to understand where and how we should take ourselves further. So I'm not answering any question, I'm just putting forward questions to you. Now this is a topic of your staff room discussion, that as per the NEP 2020, the changes which is being introduced by the government, how English language fraternity going to put themselves in the professional education. So this is the first question. Now I'm coming to the second question. I'll ask many questions and it would be entire your subject to discuss and find out how we get the solution, because this is going to be a burning topic tomorrow for the students of English language and literature. The second point I'm raising. Now, for example, till date I used to teach MBA management programs in English medium. So we had number of books available in the library and in the market as well. Now, if I want to teach the same subjects in Gujarati, what is the essential? What is the basic requirement? Am I able to reach? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
I believe content is required in Gujarati.
What is required, ma'am?
Content.
Content required, right? So we need books and all the literature available in Gujarati medium, right? So now here the point comes. The students of English language and literature, they need to be great at translation. This is a scope. This is going to be a biggest scope for the students and learners and the professionals of English language and literature, that tomorrow government would be looking for huge number of manpower to translate all the books which are available in our libraries and applicable to various universities and institutions into the Gujarati medium and Hindi medium and Marathi medium and various other vernacular languages. Right?
Yes, sir, definitely.
So that is the second point, right? So how to develop translation model better? Reason being that would be the future, and unless we understand future, how will we prepare ourselves into for that opportunity? Now I'm coming to third point. I mean, you just go through these all points and you try to understand. These are not only questions. Number of other questions also will come to us, and which would be in coming couple of years the most burning topic, and we are going to encounter it. Reason being, at the government level, these all discussions has started already taking place. Now, when our generation don't understand English, right? And many industries who work in India, They're either German MNC, French MNCs, Russian MNCs, Chinese MNCs, Japanese MNCs. So number of industries from other nations, they are working in India. They take projects. For example, bullet train, you might be knowing. This entire project is given to Japan industry, right? Now, my people, they don't understand English because they studied engineering or management in Gujarati medium or in Hindi medium. Japanese, they don't understand English because they studied in Japanese medium. Now, how to communicate? How to establish communication? How to conduct these all training programs to use the instruments and all the equipments? I hope you're getting my question now.
Sir.
Right. So, yeah. So, what problems are going to arise tomorrow? We do have more than 7,000 industries in Gujarat, which headquarter and corporate houses are based in. Employees are. Am I audible to you? Am I audible to you?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Your voice.
So, how will you do? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You were saying something.
No, sir. Now you are audible.
No. So anyone would like to say something on these all three questions? How to find out the answer and how to find out the solution of these all three issues?
Yes, sir. As you said that in our region, they don't know the other language, and as well as other language person is not know our language. Then we want someone who knows both the languages.
Right. Yes, yes, yes. It means a Gujarati should know Japanese, a Gujarati should know Chinese, a Gujarati should know Russian, a Gujarati should know German, French, Spanish, Italian, various other languages. So now here is the scope. See, there is always, I mean, when COVID came and COVID was rampant across the world, a lot of organizations, they got opportunity also in the same crisis. Right. So when there are something new into the market, definitely it opens up various other business scopes. So now in near future, number of other foreign languages will be having a lot of scope, and this is the reason in the school government is giving option to learn various foreign languages. So government wants to break the monopoly of English language. Government wants that my children should know multiple foreign languages. Okay.
Yes.
Now tell me, where is the scope for people like us, those who are in teaching fraternity and those who are teaching English, or those who are teaching English literature, or those who are learning language and literature? How to develop scope and how to encourage this opportunity. Let's work on the solution now. Anyone would like to give some solution?
Yes, sir. Now we all are using internet. So via internet we can learn many other languages. YouTube videos are, many applications are there. So through which we can learn any other language.
Yes, so this is the solution. The solution is those who are good at English, for you, there is a scope to learn a couple of foreign languages. And nowadays, with the help of internet, with the help of various online certificate courses, every teacher should try to do couple of certificate courses of a month or a year or 6 month PG diploma course, certificate program in various foreign languages. It will enhance opportunities and future scope for the English language, because to understand any of the foreign language, the medium language is English. So those who know English, only they can learn other foreign languages. the very first scope for the English language teachers is we need to learn, we need to understand where is the scope for us. Where is the scope for us? Right? So this point is over. I think now till this point, what is your takeaway? Anyone other than the ma'am who is coordinating, other than her, anyone would like to say what is your takeaway? मैडम बाकी लोग सो रहे हैं क्या? और जो दोपहर का खाना खाने के बाद नींद अच्छी आती है? Yes.
No, sir. It is
No,
not.
sir.
Yes, Parul.
Okay.
Rajal Maitri. Do you want to say something?
Yes.
Yes.
Hello. Ji
Yes.
ma'am, I'm listening you. Please go ahead.
Yes, Parul. What are you saying?
Yes, I'm saying that as sir says and explains that there are many scopes for the English in future.
नहीं, ये तो इन जनरल स्टेटमेंट हुआ. It's in general statement. That is not my summary. Yes, someone else would like to say something. So
Yes, sir.
yes, ma'am.
Sir, as per my view and observation, we Indians are taking English as a skill rather than language. It's a matter of status
Right.
sometimes.
Right. So this is the statement you are giving, right? That we are considering English as a skill, not a language. Very good. So no, it has been since decades and since centuries in India. Those who were good at Prakrit, those who were good at Pali, those who were good at Sanskrit, always used to sell themselves as their skilled people, rather considering it just for the sake of a communication tool. So it has been in our blood, so definitely we translated English also in the same fashion. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me move to the second part of entire communication. So the first part is done. That is, as per the National Education Policy 2020, teachers and students of English language and literature, they are going to have a very different kind of opportunities, and for that they has to be ready. Now I'm coming to the second part. Now you'll find in the world of acting, in the world of fashion, in the world of modeling, in the world of television and various other electronics and digital platforms, wherein you'll find a lot of scope for the students of English language and literature. Here, how can we evolve ourselves to be fit in the need and expectation of these all digital platforms? That is the second challenge to the students of English language and literature. If I need someone who can do, who can prepare a very good of my company in English, I need a person who is good at English as well as is good at understanding the need and thrust of market from the advertising and media point of view. This is the second demand of the market. Unfortunate part is people, those who are from language and literature, they are unable to understand the norms of the market, and this is the reason a larger population, they are unable to get right sort of employment as per their caliber, potential, and they actually deserve for. How many of you agree to me?
Yes.
Right. So entire advertising world, entire media world, it may be print media, it may be electronics media, it may be digital media, the all media is looking for good number of people, those who are good at English, at the same time great as per the market understanding is concerned. So here what is my submission and the request I would like to extend over here, after helping more than 9,000 people to get employment in the industries, and after traveling almost 12 lakh kilometers by road, after interacting with more than 8 lakh people across the globe, my experience is, even at the age of 50, even at the age of 60, even at the age of 35 or 40, one should always keep trying to do a couple of certificate courses and learning programs. Learning should be never stopped. Majority of teachers, we commit a blunder, and the blunder is, once we are employed in the school and college, we stop doing certification. Many of us, those who are attending to this program, if you just go and do your own analysis, suppose you completed your masters in 2005, and you see your profile 2005 to 2021, how many new certificates of learning been added in your profile. You'll find that your progress chart is far lesser than students, those who are studying under your guidance. How many of you agree to me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So tell me, the person who himself is not growing, the person who herself is not growing, how can he or she can help others to grow? जो बंदा खुद के लाइफ में डेवलप नहीं कर रहा है, वो दूसरों के लाइफ में क्या डेवलपमेंट लाएगा? Unless I develop in my personal life, am I able to help others to grow? It's next to impossible. This is against the natural law. And therefore, my request to each and every teacher, each and every entire fraternity of teaching, it's my humble request and submission that I should always keep a target that yes, this year I'm going for this certification and I'm going to learn this. I should learn digital marketing. I should know what is digital marketing. I should learn couple of software courses. I should learn how to make websites. I should learn how to make YouTube channel, how to make SEOs, number of other aspects every year. If you put target of at least 2 new skills and certification program, I'm not saying that just you learn. Certification program. In new education policy 2020, government is making compulsory to keep at least one psychologist in every school. Now tell me, a teacher who is not good at English can help a larger population of the students as far the counseling is concerned. Is it possible to help students?
No, sir.
No. So our is, since we are good at English, why optimize this skill set, this strength, and go for certificate course in career counseling. I conduct career counseling certification program in university, which is a 2-month program. Currently, more than 40 Africans they are attending my training program and learning how to offer career counseling to the students. Not because they need it; they're already in schools and colleges and they're working well over there, but they want to learn. So we Indians miss many opportunities which are around us, and not only related to education. We should try to learn other areas as well. For example, we can go for psychometric test and other aspects. Why the call? Well, well, sorry for inconvenience. So many other segments. For example, how many of you are having typing speed of 40 words per minute?
Yes, sir. Me.
How many? Yes, 40 words per minute. अपने सही जा रहा है. Yes, right. So we can develop it. I know many people, they get ample opportunity to learn, but they don't try to. So the first submission was to understand the need as per the NEP 2020. The second submission, which I'm putting forward to all of you, and that is at least one skill development every year or on every 6 months. And these sort of discussions also should take place in this study circle, that faculties, those who have done additional course, additional certification, they come and discuss for 15 to 20 minutes that which course he or she has done and what is the learning and what can be the outcome. This is my submission, right? I'm coming to the now third request. It's all request, it's not instruction. Take my words, it's a request. I respect each and every teacher, those who are connected to teaching fraternity. It's essential to raise issues which somewhere is skipped from our day-to-day schedule, isn't it? Third suggestion, it's enough. Two suggestions are.
No, sir. Please carry.
Shall I go ahead? Yeah.
Yes.
Fine. The third suggestion is, क्या हुआ? Third suggestion is, that is reading books. Reading books. I am always surprised and many times shocked to see teachers without books. Can you ever imagine a soldier without weapon? Can you ever imagine a doctor without its medical equipments? Can you ever imagine an IT and computer software developer without a computer, laptop? Can you imagine a farmer without tractor and plow? Can you imagine any professional without their equipments? But unfortunate part is we are unable to see teachers with books in staff room, in their vehicle, at their home. If you visit many teachers at their home, you will find that good number of teachers, they don't have books at their home as well. They don't have book shelf. How many of you agree to my this line? I mean, I'm putting a very direct blame, but how many of you agree to my this statement?
Yes, sir. That's true.
Yes, sir.
Right. So teachers without books, that has become now a fashion. We are assuming as if बताओ? We are assuming as if I'm having my mobile phone, we are assuming as if I'm having my laptop, we are assuming as if I'm having my internet. That's enough. No, it's not enough. Let me tell you, if you don't read, if you don't add content in your classrooms, students, they won't speak anything. See, we always believe that unless students are complaining, our students are giving feedback, whatever I'm doing is correct. No, I tell you, as per the new education policy NEP 2020, again I'm using this again and again, listen me carefully, because the time which is going to come, it would be an alarming time for the colleges and schools and universities. students can withdraw from the school, from the college after first year. Students can withdraw after second year. Students can withdraw after the third year even. So if teachers won't perform in the classroom and they won't deliver quality, students are going to withdraw from first year and they will shift to another institution, other universities. Government has made academic credit bank. Into that, students can add their marks and they are free to shift their admission from one college to another college without the permission of the college. This freedom has already been introduced by the government under NEP 2020. So if we want to add quality in our teaching, if we want to bring newness, innovation, and something different from rest of the teachers, let me tell you, the job of the teacher is going to be highly insecure in coming days. Because if students start leaving this college or school, management will immediately go for feedback system. And in the feedback, students are going to write openly that, yes, this teacher is unable to deliver quality and therefore we are leaving the institution. Management will immediately lay off that faculty member. How many of you were knowing this fact which I'm sharing with you? आप में से कितने लोगों को ये पता था जो मैंने अभी आपको तीसरा पॉइंट बताया?
No, sir.
No.
No, sir.
जानने के बाद कैसा लगा आपको?
It's shocking.
Right. So now market is going to be competitive, dear friends. Let me tell you, market is going to be competitive. And in this competitive era, teachers have to be a voracious reader. We have to develop rich habit of reading, right? We have to develop. उसको है ना 25-30 बार पहले से पंप मार दीजिए. Right? We have to develop reading habit as much as possible. Right? If you would be able to do it, I can bet teachers, those who are going to get good feedback, they are going to be beneficiary also of it. They would be able to earn and bargain big salary package to management. So there are two sides. If feedback is against, you'll lose the job. If feedback is in favor, you'll get bounce also. Now, how many of you would like bounce in the salary package and entire career profile? Everyone? Everyone? कितने लोगों को जॉब और सैलरी में बाउंस चाहिए?
Yes, sir. Almost everyone.
Almost everyone. So start reading. The fact is here, start reading. Now, what is the demand? That is the last point, and then I'll conclude my talk. See, no one is interested what Shakespeare has written. No one is interested what William Wordsworth and Coleridge did. People are interested what is the application part of it. You might have heard BSc and applied science. Both are same. BSc in biology and BSc in biotechnology. The moment you study BSc in biotechnology, it is applied science. The moment you study BSc biology, it is a science. So, but do we have applied literature? Our question is, do we have applied literature learning? No. We need to develop. If I read 5 plays of Shakespeare, am I able to write 10 pages of a play? If yes, I am, it means my teacher have taught me applied literature. If I read 1 or 2 good books of poetry, I'm able to write 3 to 4 good poems, it means I have learned, applied. Otherwise, I just learn how to interpret it and how to analyze it and what poet wanted to say, and from the critic point of view and couple of words and its a translation and explanation. we will limit ourselves. So whatever we have learned till date, that was just literature. We need to shift ourselves from literature to applied literature. So this is the terminology I'm putting forward. There might be a lot of debate and discussion, but we have to understand how to shift from literature to applied literature, and that is the task of students and teachers of literature. Right? So how many of you agree to my this literature point, that applied literature? आप में से कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जो खुद प्ले इंग्लिश में लिख सकते हैं? They can write play and the entire story novel they can write.
Yes, sir. Not novel, but short story.
Short stories, right? We need to learn it, and market is looking for these kind of people. If you see Bollywood movies, if you see television serials, you'll find that they are missing, they are looking for good content writer,
Yes,
script
boss.
writer, right? This kind of playwriting, and these all they are looking for, right? So they're looking for these kind of writers. So मैं ये चाहता हूँ, and this is my humble request, that let's work upon these all four segments. Applied literature, that is the demand of the hour. And in this study circle, these kind of discussions should take place, that can we together sit together and discuss how to write up romantic stories, romantic play, romantic poetry, and play and sad script. These all things we can develop. Fine. So with this, I have completed my content. Anyone would like to ask something, so feel free to put forward a question, please.
No, sir. We got your point, and thank you so much.
Right. So since it is the name of this session is study circle, and therefore rather delivering a session, I have raised question, because in study circle there should be sufficient questions so that people can discuss on it, think upon it, go for rigorous discussion, find out some solution of it, and take this entire discussion further. See, the purpose of study circle is not only attending lectures and webinars and someone coming to study circle and delivering a session. That is possible in seminar, conferences, and various places. So that should not be here, and therefore rather doing all the lecture baji, I went for raising questions. Trust my points were useful, worth to all of you, and in future, in case you get solution of it, let me know as well. I'd be thankful to each one of you for being the part of such a wonderful interaction and discussion. May Lord bless you all, and you all grow as much as is possible. My major profession is helping people to identify best career, which course they can do, what kind of career would be better to them. I take support of various tools. It may be psychology, it may be neurology, it may be Jyotish. So with the help of various tools, I help people to identify best career, better courses, and better future to them. So in case I would be useful to any one of you at any given point of time, feel free to connect me. Thank you. Thanks a lot for attending this program. Pranam to all of you.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Your words and your speech is very much effective. And sir, when we were in TY, we had your session at our college, and that day and even today we enjoyed a lot. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Pranam.
Let's have Miss Parul Shukla for offering vote of thanks. Miss Parul Shukla.
Thank you, Aditi. It is pleasurable moment for me that I get the opportunity to deliver the vote of thanks for this wonderful session. First of all, I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Nagar sir, who, working for our best future tirelessly, by his guidance and inspiration, such a wonderful session could be possible. Thank you so much, sir, for your support. Then I thank our respected guest and the expert of the session, Dr. Pawan sir. We are so much fortunate to have you, sir, as our guest and guide. Thank you for your guidance and inspiration. Thank you accepting our invite, sir. Thank you so much. Then I thank our professors. They are always ready to support and always encourage us. Then I would like to thank all my friends. Thank you to all of you for your valuable presence. I thank Ms. Rajil Piprotar for giving wonderful report of the previous study circle. Thank you so much, Rajil. I also thank chairperson of the day, Ms. Aditi Dave. She handles the whole session in excellent way. So thank you so much, Aditi. Again, I thank to each and every person. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, Parul. So, at the end of our today's study circle, we will call it a day after 10 commandments. I am the Lord your God. You shall not have strange gods before me. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain. Remember to keep holy the Lord's day. Honor your father and you you shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife. You shall not covet your neighbor's goods. Thank you so much, one and all, for your valuable presence. Thank you so much. Now, please start your cameras so that we can have a wonderful photograph together. Yes, Raj. Yes, thank you so
Thank you